guys got some reading to do. You do.
I don't know if I don't know if I can make it.
What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us.
As promised, TNPers, I'm back down in Green River to deliver your packages to Tim Vetere. I've called him like 50 times in the last week and he's not answering. This is his sister-in-law?
I don't know him.
Is that right? Did I get that right? What's your name?
Rita.
Rita. Everyone's always shy to be on camera. So we're trying to locate Tim. He's around somewhere, or his wife. I don't know if his wife wants to be on camera. What's your name?
My name's Lisa Wine.
And you work for the Veteres? Is that right?
Yes.
Are they good people?
Yes. Very good people.
I thought they might be.
Yes.
So we have a bunch of packages to give them from our viewers.
And she was excited to hear that you were here. She's going to go find her husband.
Okay, so you did get a hold of Laurie.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so where does she want me to meet her?
She's coming here.
She's gonna come here?
Yes. She's going to find her husband.
You know what's...
Jimmy's called. They called him.
Okay, so if Tim and her both come here, this is actually a good place to do it.
Yes.
Because we got you guys can help us go through the mail. We've got the melons as a background. You know, and that's what Tim is all about. These watermelons, growing them and stuff.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Nice, thanks for your help.
You're welcome.
Yeah. All right, guys, this is how it worked out today. I did not fly down because honestly, the project just can't afford it right now. It's like a multi-day expedition for flying and it's crazy. I mean, it's a day checkout. I'd have to buy a $300 insurance policy. Then the plane rental, it's like $1,000. Yeah, and it wasn't really going to save me that much time because it'd be multi-days. No, we just can't afford it right now in TNP. So this is what took me down here from Wyoming today, actually. The v-strom 1000. Great bike. I'll say this, it likes cruising at about 110. That's right, about 110, it really likes it. I think it's capable of about 140, 145. Great bike. In the back here are Tim, let me see, I don't know if he wants his wife's name on camera, so I'll just say Tim and his wife's packages that you guys have sent. There's boxes, we have, I love these things, by the way. There's a place en route that sells them by the case. I bought a case of Chunkies. Great backpacking candy bar. Here we go. This is all your mail down here, dudes. Yep. I'm going to try not to show you guys' addresses. I'll probably just say the first name and maybe the city and state where it came from. And then we'll go with that. So it was a real nice ride down. It's about, let's see what the temp says. Whoa! Oh my gosh, I didn't think it was that hot. 114 in the fairing. It's about high 90s on the ride down. Green River. Tim's got his watermelon festival kicking off here in September, I think. We met with him in May when Tactical Doodle and myself did our bike ride through 4 states. You'll see that in the series. If you guys watch it, I'll put it together. and we're waiting for him and his wife to come down. As promised, we're here. Cop nearby.
Cop?
That's what that's saying.
Oh.
Yep. I bet. It's a watermelon alarm. Just says when watermelons are nearby. Yeah.
Oh, there comes a cop. That's so crazy. People are so.
They
People
love
are so
you, man.
awesome, man.
They love you.
So awesome. There comes my wife.
That's her over there. That one's open. It's gonna be hard for me to watch this. I'm gonna be tearing up. Here's Tim. He's reading the letter. This is his wife, Vetere, just drove up. It's gonna be hard for us to get through this. Say hey to the world, Tim.
Hey. Can't talk. Really can't talk. That's like unbelievable. My wife will have a hard time.
I think we're all gonna have a hard time. Hi, Vetere. How are you doing?
So much trouble.
Hi. I've talked to you on the phone. I
Yes,
haven't
you
met you
have.
yet.
I brought you a shirt.
Oh, bless your heart. I brought you hats.
That's sweet. There's-
Awesome.
I don't know if they'll fit, but
Oh, I'm
they're
sure
the
they
Vetere
will.
ones. They don't have a lot of sizes, so. And then here's our Jay shirt that his class made.
Oh,
for him.
nice. Jace. What a stud that guy was.
Yeah, he didn't get that from me. He got that from his dad.
From both y'all. We're at one of the watermelon stands here. Again, Tim, Vetere. We're going to go through you guys' mail right now, right here. And it's just going to be tough. We got to do it, though. A lot of great people have connected with you guys, with your story, what happened. And you guys got some reading to do. You do.
I don't know if I don't know if I can make it.
Rita, Lisa, can you guys help us?
Miss Rita left, but I don't have
Huh? You're Lisa, right?
Lisa, yeah.
This is the EMT that responded when Jace got hurt and died. Am I right?
Yes.
Good friend of the family.
Yes.
Are the Veteres everything they seem to be?
Yes. I'm bored.
They are. Did you lose your voice?
I did.
You did?
Yes.
What were you doing? Going to like the fireworks festival or something?
I'm selling melons, and I'm allergic to them.
Are you really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Here, I'll open them and you can read them.
Okay, Vetere, just grab them. Start reading.
I know, it's not a day goes by that I don't tear up on my own. This is not going to be good. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Overseas.
There's only like 500.
Oh gee.
It's unbelievable.
This guy's in the Air Force, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'll show his name.
U.S. Air Force, yeah.
Yep. His name's Charlie. He's from Wisconsin. Originally.
Vetere.
That's my fault. Because I initially said your name was Vetere. I got
That's because his hat was
it wrong.
so dirty. Now it's better.
He's from Maryland, and it's Mr. Holmes from Maryland. We'll leave it at that.
And this one's from Nashville.
If any of those you want to read out loud, read them out loud.
I don't know if I can make it through them.
Try it. Try it.
Can you read it? Huh?
Yeah, I can read it.
Read it. Can you read out loud?
No,
Come on, hon, try it.
I can barely see it.
It says, "Hello from Nashville, Tennessee. This is Luke, my wife, Amy. We just wanted to send you and your family a letter of encouragement and love. We are both extremely sorry for the loss of your son, family member Jace. Please know that you have lots of people who are praying for you and your family. We thank every one of you very, very much. Thanks for being such a great American family and hardworking, kind and humble. That's what our great nation is at the core. Great people like you, yourself. My wife and I pray for your family, that you find peace and happiness, that your family be healthy and continue to be blessed with those around you. We also pray for strength in your marriage." I don't know what to say. I can't thank everybody enough. And the money that we get, we've decided to give that to somebody. We're going to give it to what did we say we was going to give it to? What charity?
I'm so sorry. I can't even remember.
She's overwhelmed.
I am way overwhelmed.
I'm gonna come over here so you guys are lit a little more better.
But we would like to help somebody else out. That would make our family feel better. It's not about the money. It's about helping somebody else out.
There you go, guys.
That's what the whole world's about.
I agree with that. So you see what this guy's about? Him and Laurie. They're gonna turn around and give the money to someone else.
But we thank everybody. Acts 2:38.
What's this one say? I'm gonna sneak. We left all these unopened.
Just
If
had
they're
a check in it and nothing.
okay.
No writing.
Oh, no
That
writing.
was-
It just
That was from
that was George in who? Oregon, Albany, Oregon. All right, find another one. I want to get you guys tissues. Me too. This is tough. Oh, that's good though, don't you think? It's really good. Hard working, humble family.
Is that his picture?
I want that one.
Huh?
I don't know.
This is from that gentleman.
Wow, he wrote a big letter, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's from Johnson in Provo, Utah. I wonder if I know that guy.
That guy.
We won't have time to read all these letters. All we can do is skim through them, do a little bit, get a flavor. I think that first one you read right there, Tim, I think that's going to be very representative of what's in here. Twitch 2 doing the opening duties.
Read this one. I gotta get my glasses.
Where are they at?
Yeah. I gotta read this one.
Okay. Hold on, let me get this thing shut down again. This camera's falling apart. Got some of our biking boys present. We'll wait till these guys cruise away here, Tim.
No, the Can we drive down to the main stand?
Do you want us to? Yeah, let's do that. Is
Let
it
me
quieter?
read this letter first. Let me
Okay.
read this letter. It says, "I am so thankful that nutnfancy bunched into you in the Mexican restaurant. So thank God for you. Hearing you tell the story has changed me. I know you did not ask for any of this attention, but you need to understand that you are an inspiration, not just for what you do on a daily basis, but for how you do it. You are a true man in the best sense of the word. The manner in which you accept the many hardships placed in front of you is nothing less than Christ-like. He said God has a reason for everything. I agree. Only in the fullestness time can he talk. Can we see what this is? But I have no doubt that great good will come from the unspeakable pain and sadness that you and your family have endured. Thanks to the power of the internet, we are now able to catch a glimpse of a truly great man. I will pray for you often, and I'll pray that your son, I will pray that your other son will come through his sorrows in a way that reunites the family once more. While I hope and pray such tragedy never strike my family, I now have an example of how to handle it should that terrible day ever come. I have shared the video of you to some friends and family, and they feel the way I do. They love you as a man and a great American, as an example. You are not alone, brother. Thank God.
It's hard.
Thousands of people waking up with you at 3 a.m. and going to bed late. Maybe not physically, but in our hearts and thoughts will be with you. If I never meet you in person, it would be a highlight of my life. I hope that day will come. Keep up the fight, Tim. God bless you and your family. That's from Mike Richards in California. I don't even.
What do you say, right?
You know, but
You have to read this next quote.
Lurie, can you read that? Give it a shot, hon.
He said, I'm sorry for the loss of your beautiful boy, and I'm sorry you have to carry that weight. I don't know if it will resonate with you, but here's my favorite quote. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. That's a quote from Emerson. I hope your son's light and love gently lies within you always. I hope the enclosed small contribution might help you take a vacation or otherwise brighten your day with respect and admiration. This is Brian Anderson from California. I can't believe people take the time to do this. This is wonderful.
There are lots and lots of good people out there. Lots.
You know, there truly are.
And it's good to be reminded of that through you guys.
Through you.
No, I'm just a messenger. And it was meant for us to come together. That's all there is to it. And to see these thousands of people
Totally
connect
amazing.
to a great American family who's experienced tragedy, that work their fingers to the bone to make something good come out of the earth. That's what I want to
Big
promote.
pause, huh? I said, look at his thumb compared to mine.
God, look at that.
just
He's a monster.
He is.
I don't know.
He is. He's a gentle giant.
Where do you want to? You want to go down the other stand and read the rest, or
Yeah.
read some more? Okay, I'll follow you.
Okay.
Cool. So Tim, remind us again what your day's like today.
Today, I started about 2:30 this morning, and we check pumps, and then we start picking melons, and we're cutting alfalfa, and that's about it.
What time did you go to sleep today?
You know, we load trucks till about 1 or 2 in the morning.
And when do you wake up?
My brother loads trucks at 1 or 2 in the morning. We don't sleep a whole lot right now.
So this is your busy time of the year?
Yeah, the next 60 days will be real busy.
You set off cameras, kind of a stressful time right now, right?
Very, because every day counts, because melons are so perishable, crops need to grow fast. If you're out of water, you have a real serious problem for very long. You can go 24 hours, but after that you start having problems.
And you could lose a whole field.
Yeah, and the melons have to go every day to market.
Be nice.
They're wasted. So we try to get them every day and go to Provo to the stores and get them out, and hopefully people enjoy them.
How's the money on the melons? You breaking even on them or what?
I don't know. You never can tell till the very end.
Really, when it's all said and done?
Yeah, because it might look really good right now, but it could all fall apart in 2 weeks.
Look at
You
this
just never
picture
know.
of Larry. I mean, that's kind of all you need to know about the Vetere family, is that John Deere tractor in the back, wife of a farmer,
Yep.
got a New Holland over there,
Stressful life.
stressed out wife of a farmer, hard working farmer, salt of the earth. And I think that's why so many people connect with y'all. I mean, there's a lot of different reasons because of Jace and the stuff we talked about, but it goes deeper than that you represent a never quit positive attitude of work ethic that made this country great. I'm not just saying that, right, TNPers? You know what I'm talking about?
There's a lot of people like me that aren't as lucky as me and run into somebody as great as you to tell our
Just a
story,
messenger.
but because there's lots and lots of people that
There
have
are.
a lot of that hurt really deep, and they just need a little that-a-boy from somebody, and that's kind of what we hope that we can do, and I hope the next person can do to their friend, and find somebody that they can just give them a that-a-boy.
Yeah.
Because really, there's a lot of people like us, and they're hurting deep down, and they just need a friend. They need a friend.
And no, they're not alone out there in their pain.
And we're not alone. And my gosh, I can't even. We're gonna read some of the letters, and I could fill a 55-gallon barrel of what it's gonna do for me to finish reading these I'm gonna cry that much. I mean, there's so
tough to
many
get through.
wonderful people that are out there, and so many, and a lot of them don't even put their name on the envelope. They just say best wishes and good luck, and that's like from somewhere out of this hemisphere, what
Yeah.
they are.
They want no credit at all.
No.
They're just doing it because they love you guys, and
And they
this-
might be going through the same thing we're going through. They might be hurting just like we are, and they're
Good people. Good people.
great people.
Yeah.
and that's
Touch your heart.
a real part of this video is for them. We cannot read all these letters, TNPers. I apologize. There's just not time for that. We're just going to give you a sampling of what you guys wrote, what you sent, and in doing so, you'll see how it touches this family, and you'll see how it touches the tens of thousands that will watch this video and the previous video with Tim at the restaurant there. And like Tim says, this is just representative. This is a representative, hard-working family. And Tim, I mean, he is all about Green River, right? Tim is Green River, Utah.
I love Green River.
It's a great little town.
Yeah, I love Green River.
Oh, and I got to tell you this story too. I don't know if I'll show this part of the video. I couldn't get in touch with Tim. I was calling his cell phone. I called last week probably 20 times. Couldn't get in touch with him. I tried 2 numbers I had for him. You know what I said? I was like, you know what? I'm just going to jump on the bike, go down there. I'll find Tim. It's Green River. Sure enough, the first melon stand I stopped at, it's your sister-in-law,
Right.
Greg's wife,
Rita.
and I ran into her like, is the first person I met. I was like, I need to find Tim Vetere, and she's looking at me. She's like, yeah. I was like, well, I got to deliver him some stuff, and then she goes, who are you? And I was like, nutnfancy, and then she smiled. And she knew exactly what we were talking about. She's like, oh yeah. And she went on to talk about what's been going on since the video.
Well, I've never seen this, but this guy sent us of some books.
Extraordinary
It's
life.
An Extraordinary Life.
Cool.
Wow.
I would love to give a shout out to people who send, but
of
sometimes
a
they don't
potato.
want that.
Faith like a potato.
That's a good farming story, I bet.
Looks like it, yeah.
And this is
The farmer's
the
ear.
farmer's year.
Excellent. Let's
Wow.
see.
It should say
That is, I'm kind of showing this way. This is from No Name, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I know who that's from.
That's amazing.
I know who that's from.
What a small world, huh? You know
Yeah.
who that's from.
Campfire.
that's unbelievable.
Sorry, I had to tell him, dude. It's a friend of mine. I know that's
cool.
from him. I bet you $1,000. Let's go over here to the John Deere and we'll read a few of these so we can tell guys exactly what we're talking about. Look at this big old tractor. I'm gonna drag race Tim on the bike. He's in the tractor, I'm on the Suzuki.
He signed it.
Little blue steak meat tomorrow.
I know, but we called the
God bless
bless
Little
love.
Angus.
He got a signed copy
Whoa.
for you even.
I better put that back on there
That's
and
pretty
save
awesome.
that. That's
I'll
amazing.
see if I can find Tim tonight.
Okay, you're up, Lurie. It's your turn.
I'll see if I can find
Here we go. Oh my goodness, look at all these letters.
Whoops.
Cards, letters, packages on the Vetere John Deere. Now, I'm going to help them a little bit if I can, film at the same time. You know, my videos kind of always have a real bootleg quality about them. I think my guys really like that, by the way. It's all about the content, not about the production. It was a privilege to watch your interview on the Nut and Fancy project. It's sad to see family farms going away. In my own family, my great-grandfather and grandfather were farmers. One of my grandfather's 6 kids took over the family farm, but none of the next generation was interested in keeping the tradition going after him. Even though I chose another path, the lessons learned on the farm, even if just for a few weeks a year, have been valuable in my life. We need more people who are willing to work hard for what they have. I agree with your comment in the video that many younger generation feel entitled to what they want and either haven't learned the importance of working for it or just want someone to give it to them. I'm inspired by your attitude, inspired by the trials that you've been through and still go through. I pray that you and your family will find peace and be able to continue and keep those Green River melons coming. You are the best. This is Jeff. And he sends you guys a 20 spot.
It's so amazing.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you all to the TNPers that sent for this great family. It's moving to me personally. What you got over there, Tim? Can you read it?
No, this is this is to you. It says thanks.
Oh, you can skip that part. Don't read it if it's to me. I don't want to hear about
Alright,
me.
you know.
Read to you. That's what guys want.
It's
I appreciate what they wrote, but this is about you guys.
you know. It says you are extremely humble, good-hearted, hard-working family man, and simple. Likes to make people happy by enjoying the food you grow. My words can't begin to ease the pain you and your wife have suffered due to the loss of your son, the impact on your family. By watching and re-watching the video from the restaurant, my heart hurts for you. I can say that you will be receiving thousands of response. Personal efforts from family. I have attached a modest gift to help offset the insurance cost. I am confident that the effects of TNP followers will make it positive to impact strong support for you and your family. You know, there's so many people like this guy. And I think me and my wife have kind of decided we have a family in Green River that's really, really needy.
You did.
Really, really needy.
Okay.
And we're gonna, whatever these people give us, we thank them very, very much. But through God's help, we're over the hump, and we want to help some people that aren't quite over the hump. And so we've got a family in Green River. So we want to give half of whatever comes, and then we're going to give Nutnfancy the other half. And when he runs across one or two people that are really, really down in their luck and need an uplifting, that maybe through all these people we can help them. Not through us, but through all these people that are hurting just like us.
It isn't us.
And that's how we help each other. It's through everybody that we've got letters from, and all you people out there that didn't send a letter and are thinking about us and everyone else. God bless you, and we appreciate you so much.
That's what you need to know about the Veteres, is that when the money's placed in their hands, they give it back. They give it back.
Some more of these.
They say we don't need it. Does that surprise
We
you
appreciate
about
it.
them?
Yeah,
I'll tell you
some
something to you guys, TNPers, that if any funds that come back from them to me, I will give you an accounting of them. They're sacred funds to me. Subscribe to my Twitter page. I'll tell you how much it is, and then you stay tuned, and we'll go out and find those needy families. We'll go out and find good, impressive human beings that are down in their luck, and you watch their smiles as we give your money to them. And these are Tim's wishes, Larie's wishes. So I told him, I was like, you need to pay your medical bills off of this and go out and have a nice thing. But off camera, they're like, we can't do that. It's like, we're almost done paying off the medical bills and we want to help someone else. That was their answer. That was their answer.
I want to read this one. It says,
Please do. Here's a $100 check for you, dude. Check this dude out. He wants to remain anonymous. I've been watching the project from the beginning. I must say that Tim Vetere piece you did was by far your best work. Please forward this check to Tim on my behalf of my family and I. We would like to remain anonymous, and therefore I'm omitting our names.
Thank God, I tell you, it's totally
Thank
amazing.
you, H76 family. I'll just leave it at that. They know who they are. What you got, Tim?
It says, my name is Aaron. I live in Oregon, and my husband is a huge fan of Nutnfancy projects. I want you to know that your story touched me. I think everyone has a story to tell. Amen to that. Everybody has a story to tell. And getting it out there is the most important part. And no one is alone. You are brave people who deserve the best. But today I'm not writing for me. I'm actually writing because of how much your story touched my husband. In 2011, my husband's older brother, Jason, died. He may have killed himself or he may have accidentally overdosed, but either way, he is no longer with us. Jason died over a year after our wedding, which was the last time my husband saw and spoke to Jason. Jason was always a trouble guy. He lived in New York and we lived in Oregon, but after he was the best man in our very small wedding. He stopped calling or returning calls or emails. He didn't really like much, but I think that was because I was taking his brother from him from New York to build a better life. And Jason seems stuck there in New York. There was a lot going on in the months before Jason's death. Divorce, layoffs, cheating, lawsuits, health problems, and death. 2011 was an ugly year for us. And when Jason died, it took a little while for it to sink in with my husband. He didn't have a meltdown until several months later. But in August of the year he died, my husband flew back to New York, where he and his father, his mother, and his father were going through a nasty divorce. So she didn't come. I can't even read.
You're doing great.
Out into the gray South Bay and returned Jason to the ocean. And then there was a hurricane. My husband thinks there may be something to that, and possibly that the weather gets a bit uglier around the time of his brother's death every year. Who knows? My husband thinks about Jason every day. My husband is missing a brother. I didn't have that same kind of history with Jason. I came by angry with him for hurting the people he left behind. I can be angry with him because my husband has trouble overlooking our wedding pictures. I can be angry with him because his father blames himself. I can be angry because watching people I love be hurt by him. By someone who isn't around to deal. It is the worst feeling out there. I don't have any money to spend to send you. I am sorry about that, but I can often offer you my thoughts. I can tell you you're not alone in your grief. You're not alone in how hard you work. You're not alone in any of these things, and you have lived life through or will live life through. You know, somebody like this poor lady.
That's Erin, by the way.
Erin, man, I feel so sorry. She went from her happiest day of getting married to her life just falling apart. And it just I can't even imagine what she's going through. But I appreciate the letter so much because I do know that she's hurting. And I don't know how to help somebody like that, but
You are right now.
she is, there's so many people like this lady right here.
So many.
So many.
This guy writes, Dear Tim, I don't know you, but I know God wants me to help you a little bit. I hope your family's doing well, so is your health. I'll be praying for you and your son Dustin and your farm. Your brother in Christ, Tanner, and he sends you like a little money order, I think. Yep, $40, and I bet you that Tanner doesn't have a lot of money. That's my guess. There's his money order for the Vetere family.
It's gonna go help somebody
whoever
out.
Veteres decide to help with that. Next up, TNPers liking this? Oh, I wanted to read this one. This one's good. There's so many good letters in here. Off camera, we're trying to work our way through them, but there's just so many. I bet you got, I don't know, 600 letters or so?
Yeah.
Letters and packages.
600 or 700.
Dear Tim, I just watched a video that my friend nutnfancy took with you inside a cafe during a recent motorcycle ride in your direction. I happen to agree with nutnfancy that guys like you are the real Americans who are the salt of the earth. In a world run by elite politicians, banksters, cronies, snakes, and where nothing is as it seems, nothing makes sense more, where everybody is on the take, nobody is responsible for anything, we're all under government surveillance. You got that right, brother. Guys like you are as rare as hen's teeth. That's a farmer's term, I think. These are the same elites and banksters and politicians that ran this great country right down the tubes, nearly destroyed the economy, and guess what? There's never any wrongdoing. No one's ever prosecuted for anything. Looking at folks in Washington, D.C. and New York gives me a great appreciation for men like you. Common sense, hard-working, no-nonsense, uncomplicated, authentic Americans. I salute you, Tim. I have personally taken many motorcycle trips like the one Nutton was on that day. I met a lot of wonderful, ordinary people along the way. This is one of the great things about living in a free country. We hope it stays that way. And then he goes on, Tim, I'm 65 and still working as an aircraft mechanic. I will retire when I drop dead and can't cut it anymore. Good thing I love what I do. I mourn the loss of your son. In a way, I lost my own son, 42, who will not speak to me. Sad. But it could have been worse. His home is in Oklahoma, Moore, Oklahoma, exactly 1 mile north of Plaza Towers, where so many children died. My son and his home were spared. There is always a ray of hope somewhere. Tim encloses a small token of my gratitude to you as a fellow human being. It isn't much, But at least she should get you a couple lunches or a cheap dinner. Please accept with my warmest regard. By the way, if you see Nutton, please kick him in the crotch for me. What?
What's that
I'm
about?
kidding. Yeah, I just added that one. Oh, what a
do that
step.
one.
Hey, is this Charlie? Yeah, that is Charlie. Charlie, I read your letter you sent me, by the way, brother. I hope to write you back. I appreciate your sentiment. You rock. Charlie sent you a 20 spot, by the way. Oh, read that story. I mean, you don't have to read the whole thing just for time. This video will be 3 hours long if we read everything, but this TNPer, that's his, their son that died of cancer.
Yes.
And then that's a daughter who served, I think, Afghanistan or Iraq.
Kuwait.
Kuwait.
Wait.
And
she's having problems dealing with the loss of her brother. Yeah.
so tell us how Dustin's doing, and we'll get back to these guys
You mean
because.
Weston?
Huh?
Weston?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's
Tell us
all
how
right.
Weston is doing before we try to summarize the story here.
What's he doing?
He's still having a rough go of it.
Yeah, Weston's struggling. He was living with us. He's now gone right now, and hope through all the prayers and that everybody's given us and him that God's will be done. You know, he'll come around and he'll do what God wants him to do in this life. Because that's really what we're here for, is to try to do what God wants us to do on this earth.
That's Jace right there, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I was talking to those girls at your other stand down there, Larry. They love you guys.
Yeah.
I was saying this, so what up with the Vetere family here in Green River? And their eyes just light up. They go, we just love them. They're so good.
I'm going
to
to
the
show you a
community.
funny part of Jace. I never seen this till Jace was gone. He took it. He had a bunch of friends and he went goose hunting, and he was going to show it on his video at the senior graduation. They put it up on the video. And this is the funny part of Jace. Jace was a ham.
Yeah, him and his brother and cousins went out and did that. And it was pitch black.
Pitch black.
That's a goose, right?
That's a goose. Yeah, that's Jace.
Nice.
He was a character.
He was a character, man. It's a couple more pictures of Jace. I don't know if I showed you. There's Weston.
That's Jace.
That's Jace? Okay.
Yeah, he was a catcher of the baseball team.
Yeah, that was an awesome picture of Jace.
Nice. You know, I don't know what it was about that day he went out dirt biking. He had all the protective gear on, from what I know about the story, and it just wasn't his day, was it?
God's time for Jace to go home.
It was. I mean, that kid had everything on.
Yeah.
By all accounts, he should have survived him bailing off that bike.
Absolutely.
We just talked to Lisa. She was the EMT that responded to Jace,
she was
trying to
right
revive him. And it's just, what do you say? It's just one of those horrible things.
Yeah, it's a horrible thing, but it's Jace has helped, I think, in Jace's life. Jace was a short life, but it was a fulfilling life. And I think it's still fulfilling. I think a lot of people still are getting stuff from just like this thing. I think this, just remembering Jace and going through this, just what you're doing right here for us, and all these people responding to this, I think that's given every person out there that's lost somebody, I think that's given them a little more hope. And hopefully they trust in God and they know where they're going.
Let me ask you this, and this is brother to brother, and you know I'm real, right?
Yeah, you're real.
How has your heart been touched by seeing what other people have gone through, reading through this mail? Do you feel like you're alone? Do you feel like there's a lot of other pain out there?
You know, I when this happened, me and my wife both, and when we felt that for a long time, that you're all alone. Because that's just the natural thing, is you feel like you're all alone. And I mean, this is probably not even touching. This is not even touching the world of the people that are suffering. But this is the ones that just told us here. It's like astronomical of what people are going through in this life. And I think that that people ought to look around them and see their neighbor or their friend or somebody else's friend that's suffering or hurting, and see if they can't just do one little thing to help them, just one little thing to make their day better. That would make this whole world so much better, and it would make their life that lost a person or a child or a dad or a mom, it would just give them, it would bring up their day. It would make that day.
I agree.
Because we live one day at a time, and if we can just if one person helped one person a day, it would make life a lot easier for lots of people.
How you doing? That day I met you in the restaurant. You local? My son and I had stopped at 3 different restaurants, and
Really?
I don't know why, we're just like, nah, this isn't it. I'm not making this up. I told him on a separate video, and I was like, we got to keep going. And that day we just came, and what you saw on camera is just as it happened. True or false, Tim?
Yeah, I'd been up for 48 hours straight, and I hadn't been to bed, and I just
Wow.
decided to go have a cold drink, and I ran into you. That's like a blessing from God, because
I think there's a larger purpose in play here, my brother.
And I think there's a plan behind the madness, if you call it. God has a plan.
Yep.
And I think by this, there's so many people that are gonna, if they feel a little better today and a little better tomorrow,
Yeah.
it's worth it.
And you know what filled my heart after I met you in May is I drove away knowing, I know my audience and I know how many good people there are in the nutnfancy project. I knew that this outpouring of love would come to you, and the reason I had him send it to me is because I wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
I wanted to see that in your eyes, to know that there's so many people that support you, your grief and stuff. And like you're saying, and people who watch this video, they'll feel that too, that they're not alone.
Well,
I mean, seriously, that's what I want out of this. This is why I do it.
and thank God for somebody like you that
No,
goes
please don't
around
say
and does
that.
that.
I don't want to take. I'm just an idiot with a
No,
camera. It's all you.
You have a purpose.
I'm trying.
You
What do
have
you
a
have on these
purpose.
people, Lurie? Can you tell us a little bit about them from that letter?
Oh yeah, the son's name was Chris, and he passed away from cancer in 2000. And this is his sister, and what's her name? Caroline, and she's in Kuwait and has come back, and she's having lots of trouble dealing with things. And she said Chris and the dad and Chris were really good friends. They said they were best friends, and they had lots of things. Wanted to go to school and doing lots of things, but God had a bigger plan. And he said, I talk about Chris a lot, just like you talk about your son Jace, and I tell you love him just like I love and miss my son. I will put Jace on my prayer list, and I'll pray for Tim every night. God bless you, Tim, and your family. And this is from David Pitts in North Carolina. And then he even sends his phone number and says, Tim, if you ever need to talk. That's amazing. That is amazing.
And we're going to go through all these letters and send something back to every person,
He also sent money.
and talk to every person.
He sent money.
I am sorry for your tragic loss. Keep working hard and keep your faith. Jace is proudly looking down upon you and your family. By the way, if you see nutnfancy, please kick him in the crotch for me swiftly. Dude, there's like a freaking theme going on here. They know me well. God, these are some great letters. Just great letters. Here's another one. It's got a $100 bill in it.
Oh my gosh.
Look.
And no name.
Look, nothing.
No name.
Look, it's a $100 bill, no address, no name, nothing, Lurie.
That's amazing. I have one here too.
Nothing. They don't want any credit at
Just
all.
a little something to help out the Vetere family. That's
I've been saying it wrong.
Oh,
Vetere.
Vetere.
Vetere?
Vetere.
Sorry
Did
about
you
that.
say it wrong?
I've always said Vetere.
It's okay.
Vetere. Sorry, guys.
He's been-
You know me and the name pronunciations. It's pretty bad. Oh my gosh. We're just going to read a couple more, guys, and wrap it up
This
because
so warms my heart. You just don't even know how much it means to me.
I think by meeting you in May, I think it's helped my wife, and I think it's helped me, just knowing all the people that are out there, and now I know it helps my wife. She knows she's not
You're not
alone.
crazy.
And she's
You're
not
not.
crazy.
you're not.
She knows that
I want,
There's lots of people out there just like her.
I'm going to share something with you guys. I've never said this on camera before, but my brother was my little half brother. His name was Wes, and he died from scarlet fever on the phone with the doctor. True story. And my mom had the hardest time dealing with it, and why she lost her little son. And in some ways, we kind of went through as a family what you've gone through, and I'm very empathetic. And I know what you're going through because I saw my mom go through it. And there's a lot of doubt, blame, sadness. What could I have done differently? Even though it has nothing to do with you, it's just one of those things that happens.
True.
And the message I want guys to take away from this is we've hit it pretty hard. You're not alone. There's lots of people suffering. Go out and make someone's life better, like TNPers have done with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then how inspired will these guys be to do that to others? As you've already heard them, they're going to take the money and go help a family, a local family down in the, down on their luck, and they don't have anything. Hello, Tim. I saw and watched your story on YouTube from the video Nuttin uploaded. Your story touched my heart. I'm so sorry for the loss of your son. I don't know if you're religious or not, but I am. I know that you and your family will be united once again with Jake in the next life. I thank you for all the hard work you do. It's great men like you that keep this country running. You're a great example to me. I am 16 years old and I just got my first job. I will think of you before the next time I complain about something. I have no reason to complain. God, this guy's a stud. I hope to be like you and work hard as I can with a good outlook on life and keep on keeping on. You truly rock. I am a fellow Utah and I live in Orem, and I hope you and your family find comfort in these letters. Your story is heard throughout the world. You have my thoughts and prayers. That's Tanner in Orem, Utah.
Stop and see us, Tanner.
Stop and
Stop
see
and
us.
see us, buddy.
We'll put you to work, huh?
Yeah.
This is a Vetere family. We're in Green River, Utah. They are salt of the earth, even after losing one of their children. We hope the best for them. They're going to continue to go through your letters, your cards, your packages. You'll probably hear from this family.
You will hear from us.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you will hear from us. We can't thank you enough.
For the small part I had in this, I'm humbled for it. And TNPers are generous. You do with that money whatever you want to. If it's up to me again, he'd pay off all his medical bills and go out on a dinner once in a while. Maybe take a day off. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. You can relax once in a while.
Yeah.
After the harvest.
Yeah, after the harvest.
After the harvest.
That's
You guys
correct.
go somewhere nice. I'm talking from audience. I know they want this for you. You guys need to go down to Vegas. Go down on a night on the town. Use some of that money and have a good time as a couple.
We promise we will.
You guys go get a hotel, get crazy with each other like you used to do about 30 years ago.
We're 55.
So?
You're 55.
So? Have a good time. I'm speaking for my audience. They want that for you. They want you to
We promise we will.
please do that. They want you to have a good time, and they are very touched that you guys want to give the money away, but please save a little bit for yourselves and do something with it.
I agree.
And
I agree. And
they
we'll
are
let you know
touched.
what we do.
You're helping someone else.
We'll let you know what we do.
Nice.
Well, some of what we do.
Okay. Anytime I get, there she goes talking about the Vegas trip. The wheels are already going in her mind. She's like, Vegas. Yeah, I can go do that. Go hit the casinos. Go see a show. You guys deserve that, though. Subscribe to my Twitter page, guys, because if I have any Vetere, did I say that right? Updates, I'll tweet it because that's quick for me. And then maybe we'll come down and touch base with this amazing family. And actually, the whole community is amazing down here in Green River. The Veteres are great, but everybody I've met down here is awesome. They're just very humble, hardworking people that support each other. I mean, I'm at their melon stand, and everyone's getting out of their trucks and just hugging each other. Just like they hadn't seen each other. Hey, Joe, what's going on? It's a small town USA, which in a lot of ways we've lost in the electronic age. There are some really good things about the electronic age, and you're seeing some of it right here. It can still bring people together if it's done right.
Yeah.
But thanks, guys. That's Tim, our friend.
Thank you very much.
We love you,
God
man.
bless you, man.
God bless you. That's Larry.
Nice
Love
to meet
you, mean it. This is the Nut and Fancy Project, signing off from Green River, Utah. By the way, I tried their melons on a scale of 1 to 10. 10. No, I'm not just saying that. It is excellent, excellent melon. They have samples for you. If you come through Green River, go get some samples, give these guys a high five. He came in off the field, by the way. He was out working in the field, and I know you're going to go right back.
Yes, sir.
All right. See you guys.
I did. I shaved. I just barely shaved last night.